Right, we've got a practical tent example for the first problem. A tent is supported by guy ropes and pegged into the ground 3 metres away from the pole. The ropes make an angle of 46 degrees to the horizontal. How high are the poles to 2 decimal places? So what we're looking for is this height here, and we'll call that h. We know that the angle is 46, and we've got the adjacent value, adjacent to the angle, which is 3 metres. So the height is opposite to the angle, so we're dealing with a tan theta problem. So tan theta is equal to opposite on adjacent. So tan 46 is equal to opposite, which is h, on adjacent, which is 3. Now we've got to get h on its own, so we bring the 3 across to multiply. So 3 tan 46 equals h. And if you use the calculator, making sure it's in degrees and not radians, you get h equals 3.11 metres. Now I just want to bring your attention to the fact that the angle is 46. When an angle is 45 degrees, the adjacent and opposites are exactly the same value. And you can see that the angle being 46 degrees, 3.11 metres is not much more than 3 metres. That's just another trick for understanding whether or not you got the right values or if you've calculated it correctly. Now moving on to the next problem. A tree has fallen onto the house. The house is 4 metres high where it lands, and the distance the log sits from the base of the house is 6 metres. A, what is the length of the log? And B, what angle does it make? Okay, we'll just draw our separate problem here. So we've got theta, we've got 6 metres and 4 metres. Now we want to know this value here. Now there's 3 different ways we can find this. We can use Pythagoras theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, because we've got a, which is 6, and we've got b, which is 4, and c is x. So we can work it out that way. Let's go ahead and do it. So 6 squared is 36 plus 4 squared is 16 equals x squared. That gives us 52 equals x squared, and x equals the square root of 52, which equals 7.21 metres. Now the other way we could find x is by finding theta first. So we know the opposite and the adjacent. So we've got a tan theta problem. Tan theta equals opposite on adjacent. Tan theta is equal to 4 on 6 equals 0.6667. So theta is equal to the tan inverse of 0.667. And doing it on your calculator, you get theta equals 33.7 degrees. So the other way to find x, now that we know theta, could have been to use cos theta is equal to 6 on x, or you could have used sine theta equals 4 on x and rearrange for x. But we used Pythagoras theorem in this case. Looking at the last problem, to survey the width of the river, John marked a position directly across from a tree on the bank. He then walked 20 metres and measured the angle the tree made with the bank to be 20 degrees. How wide did he estimate the river to be? Alright, firstly we know theta equals 20 degrees, so let's just write that up here. Now we're looking for the width of the river, which is x. So now we've got enough information because we've got one unknown and we've got a complete sum. We know that this is adjacent to this angle and x is opposite. So we're looking at a tan theta equals opposite on adjacent, because we don't know the hypotenuse, which is this. Okay, so 10, 20 is equal to x on 20. Bring the 20 over to multiply. 20, 10, 20 equals x. Now we just go ahead and do that on the calculator, which will give us 7.3 meters wide, or 7.28 meters if they ask for 2 decimal places. I hope that helped. Please like, subscribe and share.